Before I start, I want to say that I'm not trying to be a dick, and I also don't blame you, because you're probably being misled, just like I was. You've probably seen hundreds of videos from gurus saying that any idiot can make 10k a month from this high ROI skill called copywriting. But the sad truth is, and the honest truth, is that 99% of you watching this video will never make a single penny from copywriting, unless you fix the 3 issues I'm going to talk about. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't care how much you want to retire your parents, how much you want to move to Dubai or Bali or whatever. What matters is not actually what these gurus are telling you with their fucking coaching programs. Go down to their bios, you will see a link, okay? They have an incentive not to tell you the full story because they benefit monetarily. What is the demand for copywriting like? What does the market look like? What does the business owner, the person you're going to be trying to win over, actually think about copywriting? I saw this video from Joe Delaney who perfectly explains the issue that you're probably not solving.
Every day I am inundated with emails and DMs from freelancers advertising all kinds of different services. Copywriters who want to run email campaigns for me, but it's very apparent that a lot of these people are just trying something that somebody has suggested as an easy way to make money. There are people who do these things to a high level and would be worth hiring, but they are usually people who spent time honing their craft and getting good, not people who subscribed to Hustlers University or any of these other clones for a month. They're not people who paid a couple of $100s to get behind a paywall that's going to show them how to escape the 9-to-5. Of course, not everything is Hustlers University. You can't tar everything with that brush. Some online courses are probably worthwhile and will help, but rarely can you spend a short period of time learning something to a high enough level that it would allow you to earn a comfortable full-time income. So it's unlikely that any of these online products in isolation will enable you to escape the 9-to-5. And if some course or private community is advertised in that way, you do have to start asking questions, right? Questions like, am I being sold the product or just some hope?
I will leave Joe's video down below. It's a brilliant video. Highly recommend you watch. What are the 3 issues that are probably plaguing you and stopping you from even becoming a copywriter, let alone making 10k a month? Number 1, you're taking advice from the wrong people. Now, there are loads of other copywriting YouTubers on this platform, and they do offer a lot of value. Tyson 4D, Cardinal Mason, Matthew Online, you name the lot. What do they all have in common? Well, when you go down to check their description, they're probably going to have some sort of coaching link or academy or whatever. It also so happens in all their thumbnails, they have 0 to 10k a month. And then you go check out their Instagrams and you see them smoking cigars with hot girls, cars. What I'm getting at is you should be taking their advice with a grain of salt, because what's their incentive? Their incentive is to get more signups to that coaching program. They're going to show you the life you're missing out on. They're going to show you that, oh, this person's got from 0 to 10k in 90 days, even though they're on my payroll and they have access to my network and they write for me directly. If you take their advice and it works 100% of the time, there's no need for you to join the coaching program. So what a lot of them do is they keep what you actually need behind the paywall. And what you find actually analyzing and listening to their scripts properly is a lot of times they just tell you what you want to hear. And I fell victim to this too. You might see titles with the words, just copy me, bro, where they say the strategy that apparently got them to 10k a month. But then you watch in another video that they joined an agency like 5 years ago. Not naming any names here, but or they might tell you that to actually start earning money, you don't need to have a portfolio, you don't need to work for free, and you should always charge up front. Which if you live in the real world, that's just some bullshit, okay? Again, you're listening too much to these people and you're not thinking critically. Whenever I'm looking through someone's videos or whatever, I like to think to myself, is this person someone I could consider a friend? As in, what they're telling me, is that a lie to make me feel good and excite my hopes and desires? And you know copywriting by now, if you've watched a lot of copywriting videos, what's it all about? It's all about getting the person into an emotional state. You excite their hopes, their dreams, their desires, and you also might bring up their fears and their concerns. Are they doing that with you? And are you falling victim to it? You need to analyze. Be aware. The biggest things in my journey personally 2 years ago were charging issue, where people would say, you can charge straight up when you have no experience, which is horseshit, okay? And the other issue is the entire 10k per month premise. If you talk to any copywriter who doesn't sell a course, doesn't financially benefit from exciting you and giving you this hope, which is not necessarily false, because you can make 10k, but like any career, it takes time. It takes years, okay? About 2 years ago, I joined the copywriting subreddit, and I saw this person ask, is it possible to make 10k a month with copywriting? He'd seen a Tyson 4D video, right? Like most of us. And this dude was getting annihilated in the comments. And a lot of these like veteran copywriters, real world copywriters, worked for billion-dollar brands. I have as well now, not trying to toot my own horn. The advice these veteran copywriters gave when looking at a guru or YouTuber or whatever it is, can you find their portfolio online? Can you find employment history or company history and like financial records and stuff? And also, do they bring any other copywriters into their program or whatever? Kind of like social proof. So yeah, take the advice with a grain of salt. The second issue you're probably running into that's preventing you from making any money with copywriting is that you're trash at taking action, and also you're not even sure if copywriting is right for you. The number one trait of successful people in general is that they are action takers. Straight away, they take action once they know what to do. And like, be honest with yourself, be honest with me, right? Are you the type of guy to watch 100 copywriting YouTube videos, not take any notes, and comment down below saying, yeah, this is a really helpful video, man? Because I'll be honest, I get comments, right? I've probably got 100 comments of guys saying, yeah, thanks for the video, really helpful, man. You know how many people have come to me with a question after actually taking action? One. And he's in my not thumbnail, what's it called? My channel banner. He's in my channel banner. And this isn't a flex, but I get so many messages saying, hey, I really like the video, I'm gonna implement this or that. I even get messages saying, hey, I have a question about my copy. And I say to them, yeah, send the copy over to me, or have a quick look. You know how many people have actually sent it over to me? Not even one. Zero. Zero people. And you know what? I watch my like YouTube analytics, right? The percentage of people who stay to the end, guess how many that is? It's under 10%. You know the percent of people that don't even stay for the first minute? It's over 50%. And maybe my videos are just shit, right? Like, they might just be trash, but they're full of value. So if you're someone that takes action, or you're working on taking action, good for you, because that's your competition. 50% clicked off, I don't know how long this video is, 10 minutes ago. There'll be just over 10% watching at the very end. And the percent of people that take action, less than 1%. And again, I'm not trying to be a dick, okay? I actually have an issue myself with taking action, right? And it's one of the reasons I went on the path I did, which I'm going to talk about in the next point. But to summarize, stop planning to perfection. Once you have a plan, execute. Now, the reason behind you not taking action might actually be that you're not sure if copywriting's for you. And I'm telling you, with copywriting, you have to be all in or you're all out, okay? You have to believe strongly that this is the right business model for you, and in turn, take action. Now, the third reason you will never make a single penny with copywriting is because you simply cannot, and you fail to, stand out. You saw the email inbox in Joe's video, right? How many copywriting emails did he have? Literally like hundreds, right? Everyone is trying to break into this industry the same way. They're all watching the same YouTubers, trying the same methods. And I'm going to tell you the framework that I use to actually start earning. I didn't do what everyone else suggested, which is the freelance method. I didn't choose this method because I believe in a phrase, which is play the long game and you will always win. I'm going to use the analogy of getting in shape because I know I've got a lot of male viewers watching who also probably go to the gym. Okay, which guy would you rather be? Guy A. He wants to get in shape for summer, right? He's got like 3-4 months. And you know what he does? He takes steroids. He puts in his ass, he injects, he's hitting the gym hard. You know, he's not slacking off on his diet either. He gets in incredible shape. He's getting pictures taken of him to put on his Tinder. That's guy A. You've then got guy B. What does he do? He starts hitting home workouts. Push-ups, pull-ups, bodyweight squats. His diet's alright, could be better. He gets to that beach day and he looks a little bit better. He's kind of got the abs showing, he's got a bit of bicep vein popping, and he looks decent, you know, nothing out of the ordinary. Fast forward 30 years. We're going to start with guy B. He's got grey hair, he's got a bit of wrinkly skin, but you know what? He's in amazing shape for a 40, 50-year-old. You look at any other guy his age and he puts them to shame. And then you've got guy A. He's nowhere near as jacked. Why? Because he took roids. He fucked his heart health. He's got back knee, his balls do not work. He looks like ass, okay? So my question to you is, who would you rather be, guy A or guy B? And most people watching this video, they might not want to say it. They might be like, yeah, I want to choose guy B, yeah, but realistically, they're guy A. It's the same concept here. You're being told, oh, just get to 10K in 90 days. You're going to be the biggest guy at the beach. You're going to put everyone to shame. The girls are all going to be looking at you. Same thing. I'd rather be the guy who makes 10K and it take 10 years. I don't mind that. And a lot of you might be thinking, oh, what the fuck is the point listening to this guy? Well, what's the point in listening to a jacked 50-year-old instead of a jacked 20-year-old? The jacked 50-year-old had the far more sustainable plan that actually, if you probably follow, you're more likely to be successful. So what is this sustainable plan for copywriting? Before one of you writes a comment below saying, oh, this is dumb, you don't even make that much from copywriting, why should I listen to you? I've checked this with multiple senior copywriters who are 30 years into their career, making well over 10K, and they all recommend this instead of what the internet gurus say. You join an agency to start. You can always leave 1-2 years down the line, but to start building your network, getting your name out there in the market, you start an agency. So why go the agency route? Because a lot of you are struggling to actually break into copywriting, and that's the issue. The game has changed since when I started 2 years ago. It's harder than ever now. And you saw with Joe's email, right? That's ridiculous. That's your competition. I've already written for billion-dollar brands, 10, 11-figure brands. And there's so much I have learned that I never would have learned trying to freelance on my own. So here's exactly what I did. I would implement the tips from the gurus and the creators with their video courses into my copywriting. Improve at copywriting, and then you start outreaching. So I would do social media ads, social media captions, sales pages, landing pages, but I would do them all for free. Every Instagram person or YouTube person I reached out to, I offered to do it completely for free because it's experience. One of my closest friends actually started a marketing agency himself, so I helped out completely for free. It was a win-win for both of us, and I basically built up my experience while working a dead-end corporate job. And when the time came to pursue my passion for copywriting and get a big agency job, it was easy as fuck, to be honest with you. It was so easy in terms of the experience I had and being able to talk about that. The way I talked about it, you'd assume I'd done it 1,000 times before. And again, I've been here almost a year now, and I've learned stuff that I never would have learned freelancing and trying the methods that a lot of these course creators say to do. So that is how you're going to stand out from all those people in Joe's inbox with big brand experience. And again, I'm not even fussed about not making 10K in the next 3-4 years. That will come. I believe in myself. I believe in my ability. And again, you play the long game, you always win. Would you rather be the steroided bodybuilder that can't walk and has heart problems after 20 years of training? Or would you rather be the jacked guy into his 60s to 70s? I'd rather be that guy. I hope that video helped, guys. Again, this wasn't me trying to be a dick. I just think people need to hear the truth. And for me, when I started out, I would have rather heard the truth rather than what I wanted to hear. The next video on this channel is going to be a full beginner copywriting guide. Most of the insights come from me working at my agency on billion-dollar brands, so subscribe and you'll get access to all of those insights, whether you're going the agency route like me or you're trying to make it as a freelancer. See you in the next one.